25,000 people are standing in the rain to watch you die, and they are chanting your name, not at you, about you. In 14 months, your name has stopped being a name. It has become a verb. You are William Burke. It is the 28th of January, 1829, a Wednesday, and this cell is the last room you will ever wake in. One lamp. No window worth the name. Just a slot too narrow to climb through. And through it, before dawn, the sound of rain starting on the lawn market. They started building the scaffold 2 days ago. You have counted every hammer blow since you came to Scotland years back to dig the Union Canal. When the canal was finished with you, you mended shoes. Nobody put a knife in your hand. You never needed one. Your friend William Hare kept a lodging house in Tanner's Close. Between the two of you, the trade ran for the better part of a year, 16 strangers, and neither of you used that word for it until the last one had a name. Every one of them went through the same door. Number 10 Surgeon Square, Dr. Knox's rooms. A lamp always burning, and men inside who never once asked where a body came from. Glad to see you again was as much as ever took. The tea chests, the shoemaker's tools, the borrowed cart. You had it down to a system by the 5th one. Her name was Margaret Docherty. Halloween night, 1828. The last one, though you didn't know it yet. By morning she was under a pile of straw in the corner of the room, and you told the lodgers upstairs it was nothing. A friend, sleeping off the drink. James and Anne Gray didn't believe you. Anne lifted the straw herself. What she found had a name. What she found was a neighbour. You offered them money to keep quiet, the same offer that had bought a year of silence in this city. This time it bought nothing. They walked straight to the police. By the time the officers reached Surgeon Square, the body was already on Dr. Knox's table. Somebody had moved faster than the law. It didn't matter anymore. For the first time, somebody was listening. Hare was arrested alongside you. And Hare did what Hare has always done best. He turned King's evidence, every name, every method, every table, in exchange for his own neck. Christmas Eve, 1828. The High Court of Justiciary packed to the doors. You sat in the dock and listened to your closest friend describe, in his own words, exactly how the two of you did it. Hare walked out of that courtroom a free man. He is out there somewhere this morning, walking, breathing, unpunished, while you wait on the rope. The verdict came down Christmas morning. Guilty. Sentence, death. And the judge was very particular about the second part, public dissection after. You've had 5 weeks in this cell to sit with what that means. You know exactly what it means. You arranged it for 16 people yourself. Boots on stone. A key in the door. Outside, the rain hasn't let up. They walk you down a corridor you've never seen the far end of before today. He bonted fian minital dial butyl spilled at educationals. Every window facing the lawn market has been let out for the morning. Fine coats leaning over the sills. Good money paid for the view. And there it is. Plain wood, waiting taller than you pictured it. The crowd runs back further than you can see. Grass market to the castle esplanade, every close and stair packed shoulder to shoulder. Later they'll put the number at 25,000. Nobody counted exactly. Nobody needed to. And they are chanting. Not your name anymore. A word made out of it. Burke Him. Burke Him. Your own method. The quiet hand. Over the mouth. The way none of your 16 ever got the chance to cry out. Turned into the thing this crowd is shouting for the hangman to do to you. Rain in your eyes. a hand at your shoulder, steering you up the steps. The hangman checks the rope the way you once checked a coffin lid shut. Quick, practiced. A man who has done this before and will do it again after you. You don't get a last word the crowd can hear over itself. The trap goes. The crowd doesn't scatter. It surges forward. Close enough, some of them, to tear at your coat and hair for a souvenir of the man who sold people for a living. You're cut down within the hour. Where you go next is not a mystery to you. You arrange this exact errand for 16 other people. Edinburgh University's Anatomical Theatre. Students have been fighting to get a seat since before dawn, climbing the benches, bribing their way in. They aren't here to mourn you. They're here because the man who fed Dr. Knox's table for a year is finally on somebody's table himself. Professor Alexander Monro dissects you in public, in front of all of them. The old sentence, reserved for murderers. The exact fate you sold to 16 strangers who never stood trial for anything at all. Partway through, Monro dips a pen into what's left of you. Not ink, your blood. He writes a note in it. The note still exists. You can go and read it today if you want to. Someone tans your skin and binds it into a small leather pocketbook. It's still sitting in a glass case in Surgeons' Hall Museum, a few streets from the rooms where you used to sell bodies for a living. What's left afterward is an empty table and a very thorough set of notes. Your skeleton is wired together, mounted, and put on permanent display, still standing in a glass case in an Edinburgh museum today. The longest-running exhibit connected to any of it. Hare disappears from the record within the year. Nobody official looks very hard for him. Dr. Knox is never charged with anything. The mob burns his effigy in the street instead. His career dies slowly over the next decade of nothing anyone can prosecute. One lasting thing the scandal does. In 1832, Parliament passes the Anatomy Act, ending the market you and Hare exploited, handing medical schools the bodies of the unclaimed poor, legally. A workhouse ledger doing on paper, with a stamp. Exactly what your hands did in the dark. Across that same square, Dr. Knox's old rooms still stand. The lamp in that window went out 14 months ago, and it never got relit. The table paid you £7.10 for a stranger in a tea chest. Today it takes its 17th body, and for the first time, pose. Nobody pays.